these bits that we could use
Murkrum
from here
says
too.
that Linksys router is a blast from the past. I think
Yeah.
I have the same model.
So I found this in my trash. I had a bin with stuff to like desolder stuff from. So I don't know if it works or not even. But it's old. Let's zoom in and see what we can see on this label here. Maybe it's like ancient times, really, right? We're upside down.
Theo says,
Me too.
You had one too, yeah.
Good morning, Fix-It.
Good morning. So I was thinking, should I do the next box? Nah, I've got a headache. I'm taking it easy. Let's play with some hardware instead. Oh no, there's a label. We will void the warranty if we remove this, right? Yes, those are voids the warranty. Yes, I don't know how old it is. I didn't see any years. Did you see any years in here?
Lol. Taking it easy with some hardware hacking.
Yeah.
Murkrum says, 12v1a, that beast is hungry.
Oh, it's sad. Yeah. Okay, great, because that's one of the things I was looking for. I didn't see it. But I think the others I have is also 12v, so... I'm blind. Where is it? So I have it kind of tiny on that screen. I should put the microscope up. Or the
Morning,
preview
Theo.
up. There, now you can see it without squinting here. So where did you see about the voltage?
That model released in 2005 according to
maybe
AI.
you found it 2005, yeah. So this is ancient stuff. I don't know if it's thrown out because of age, probably, right? But it could also be that it's broken.
Saw it on the sticker somewhere.
Yeah, good. I trust your eyes, even though I couldn't find it. So, I'm curious. So, are there any screws anywhere? Let's start with voiding the warranty, right? Void.
Cur0 by 007 says, hey, what are our plans with it?
First, let's see if it's working, and if it works, let's see if we can connect to it and get a connection to the computer. So I don't think there's like any screws under here. I think it's mostly just use something.
Says,
Screwdriver.
warranty voiding is like the opposite of the plastic peel off when you get a new bit of tech. Theo says,
Void it. That sounds like a great place to start.
Well, how hard was it to open? Wasn't that a bit funny? I just pushed the slightest bit like this, and it just opened. So, the board is kind of like firmly attached in there. I'm kind of thinking these are holding it. These are fat. Can you see how fat they are? The connectors. It's not the tiny ones. Alright. So, it was so hard to get into this thing. What happened if you just peel the void sticker off? It's
Spectacular
fall
brute forcing
apart.
demo B7H30 tall.
Murkrum says, EOL in 2009.
Yeah. So, I can't with my eyes see any big, like, burn spot or something, you know? So, let's actually get rid of this last bit of plastic too. It looks very, very like we're just sliding it. You see this? So they made it so easy for themselves.
Even OpenRT stopped supporting it in 2022.
Ah, okay, but it did before. Maybe we can put something on there later. Yeah, so maybe it's actually more firmly attached. But if you see these angles here, so if we push the boards this way, that's what I tried though, there might be something stopping it. So this one is actually a bit more attached. Oh, there's 2 screws here. I'm just blind. Let's put everything in here, even though if it's just 2 screws. So there was actually 2 screws. It's at one place. Come on.
Those screws are never going back.
Nah, why would they? It's not like we're going to use it, right? So 12 volts. So I think, sorry. So I think all of these have 12 volts.
Theo says.
What was that?
This is a more modern router with a TTL to USB connected, and we've soldered some pins on them.
Oh, okay.
So let's just get rid of some. So when you open these old things, these are kind of cool feeling. It's like rubber. They feel like we could like use these to walk on. They're sturdy. I don't have anything to get rid of all the tiny bits of like just dust, I guess. Kinda. So let's see, what do we have here? We could do this instead. So my hand is not that interesting, is it? 12 2 amps. So let's see, does it fit? No. So no fit. Meaning it's not like modern. Those are Raspberry Pis. Here's another one. I think it's the same probably. Oh! This one wanted to play.
Says, I've got this nice little desktop variable PSU and a collection of plugs.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I'm actually building something. And I did just get this bag off. But these are the other direction, because that's what I needed for that. I'm going to drive a fan for soldering. It's right here, I can show you. So this is, I bought this filter, and I just got plugged in a fan. So, but then I plugged this in to an outlet that we actually soldered onto something later, because it was part of the project we were soldering, so I needed new ones. And they have variable AC, these tiny AC adapters, you know. So, but this one is right, and it plugged in, so hopefully we'll get power.
Those solder fumes directly into my eyes.
Yeah, I usually do too.
A little bit of lead never killed anyone, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I was thinking, if I'm gonna do this, and that's a quiet fan, it's like I put a filter on the stream too, so it's like not, you couldn't hear it, right? I think you were here, Theo, maybe. I think it was quiet, really. So
Cur0 by 007 says, what do you think about manipulated femtocells like in Mr. Robot? Is the possibility of harm still present?
I don't know what Femto sells, and I'm sorry, but I think I might have seen Mr. Mobile long ago. Before I was thinking of these things. So I guess I'm like have to watch it again, but I'm sorry. I can't tell. I don't know what you're talking about at all. In other words.
Murkrum says, isn't that like a fake cell tower?
So I'm trying to manage to plug this in. We'll have to pull something out. This is power adapter for the light there. Yeah, we can skip that. And then we can move the microscope over there. And then this will fit. So, there. So, also this is very cutely soldered on there.
Cur0 by 007 says, oh, no worries. You can put a custom firmware in them so mobile phones in the area are connecting to your cell and you can read messages and hear phone calls because it's not encrypted.
So this even has a button. Isn't that nice? I'm like, what is this from, really? What AC adapter did I steal? So if we plug this in now, and it's turned on,
says,
and I can see the LEDs. It's on. So it seems to be working, right? So now it would be fun to see stuff here. I wonder what he thinks about my network, me as an antenna here. So there's lights. It's probably just old and trashed because of that. So I didn't actually look at the board, and I think I will do this. And let's turn the light on. My God.
You going to plug something into the NICs?
Yeah, we could put stuff into, but I'm currently just looking at lots of empty holes. What have we got there? Let's look with a microscope instead, right? So first let's start with so we have the connectors here for. We can see the other one is connected there too, the antennas. Covered here. Here's the little button. SW1. We have all the network outlets, the power, and some very green paint on there. SP2, which is not there, whatever that is. So here we have I think it says 25. So 25 megahertz probably there, something. We have a little, we could write this down, but it's so old. I'm thinking mostly just have something to do today, right? So here we have Broadcom. Yeah, why not write this down, right? We can also take tiny like screenshot images of these. So this is a bit annoying, but I'm not gonna remove it because it'll just be useless. So we're a bit from the side, so this is not a straight image or anything, but we can just zoom a little bit more there. I'm gonna print screen that, and then we'll just let's hop over to notes, to hardware. So we're done with this. And hardware. Let's do, what was the name of the thing? Linksys.
I like the idea of the microscope camera.
Yeah. So let's make a new folder for this thingy. So only problem is I can't read what on earth this
Fixerbot
says.
says.
Thanks for the alert, Mr. Crumbs.
So wireless. Oh, there's a model number. WRT. This is what I should have a screenshot of them above. But I'll have to type this. WRT. Come on. My memory does. I think my headache is going less, but my memory is 54 GL. We'll almost have to Google it too, but I don't want like spoilers here. So stuff we find, like ships, right? So let's get a, yeah. Reuse our little thingy, and let's grab this image here. Instead of just writing it down, we can paste the thing, right? So we can see all of it. So I'm almost switched you to my preview screen instead. So we got the image there if you didn't see. So let's hop over to this, and let's get the rest of stuff. I think we might have to zoom a bit too. We can take the big ones too first, so we can see. I'm sure there's something underneath the metal there too. Let's get this a bit closer. So yeah, I think it's good enough to have the size of the image, because otherwise it will just be mega high resolution, right? And that's not good, because it'll just take poor GitHub all of the space up there. So all of my, this is where it actually is. We did screenshot my tiny preview. Well, I don't think this is good. So it was better when I had the angle.
Says, these years don't ship to Australia.
Oh, those, I bought that one off Amazon. See, I'm sure you can get it. I think I had links, but I think they're old. But it's very nice. The size, you know, it's just a few centimeters big. I'll get links. I should get links. Let's just print screen this and hop over to this again. There. I'm sorry for... Yeah, so that's how much bigger it got. Maybe it's better to have the tiny one. So if we just go to the side here, we'll have a tinier version of the same image from my little preview. Maybe it's too tiny. Sorry for taking time for this, but it's so much nicer if you can fit stuff on the screen. So 300, 400. That's good enough. Not 4 though. I've noticed that if you click enter in the middle of one of those brackets, we had the same problem yesterday. It was some notes, and it just cut the text off. So I had to undo and fix it. So let's look more. So we have this is interesting, and then we have this and this. So let's just generally look a bit more first before we take any more images. So these are very interesting, of course. So there's no like clear. Oh, so many things on this. Let's look before I. Oh, here we have something with 4 pins too. So I do have to look at it at the bottom of it, and you know it's powered, so I maybe should be careful where I put my fingers. Let's actually power it off. We're still just taking photos, right? So if we hop to over here. So here we have 4 holes. And then we have these over here. And there's nothing text on the bottom, but we can kind of guess that the square ones there are ground. Here we have 2 holes that oh, those are kind of tiny. I don't think there's anything. Well, maybe it is. Maybe it is. Xtal1. That looks like some special connector thingy. I've never seen that kind of thing. Interesting. Let's Google it at once, because I'm curious now. So I have a meeting at 15 for my kids. So we have some time more. Arduino has Xtal pins. Output of the oscillator. Okay. Radio frequency measuring hertz. Xtal. External oscillator. So I'm assuming we'd have 25 there then. How does it look on? So is that the Xtal there? Interesting. So we have this. So and then we have 2 here headers, one with 10 and one with 12 pins. And there's also solder connections here. Or maybe settings. RH. Is it 6? Or 8? I'm not gonna mess with the microscope there. Yeah, so we have these. Let's see. One of them goes through the switch there. So the other ones, well, is there? Let's go to the bottom again. Just trying to find the same spot. So we could see some, yeah, nothing visible here either. More. Interesting. So this is so old too. So I feel like it's differences, you know, from the age being different. I'm a bit curious what's underneath here. So what do you think? What should we do? Should we like measure some stuff? Should we Google it? It's like cheating to Google it, right?
We're going to find a serial port.
I don't know. These pins are probably not that.
Or tag or something.
Yeah. So I don't have any cool tools for JTAG, unfortunately. So we could probably. Oh, look, what's this? So as I'm looking now at the processor and around it, and there's actually lots of spots here with like paint on them. So let's zoom in a bit more, right? So I'm just going closer.
Green Man says, do you like LeBron James?
Who's that? So we can go full screen so we can read better. So I was just looking around the edges of the processor now to see if we could see anything more. And compared to my finger, this is the size. So if we just have a normal big screwdriver, it's this size. Well, big as in kind of tiny. Oh right, I forgot I turned off the camera thingy for this. It's supposed to be showing you the screwdriver, right? So we have all of these spots here too. So some of the pins of the processor are available. Well, under paint. So there's so many things here, you know. Now we can take the opportunity to take images of these ships here. Oh, I'm upside down. Yeah, so this is also angled, right? Let's make it more straight. Though I will like kinda hide the light in this angle. And I might need an angle to get a good read of what's on these. Angle the board a bit. Can we read that? So if I lift it slightly. Oh, well, that's better. That's without light. So if my hand is in the way of the light. Yeah, it was too shiny. So let's check out these. Well, let's go here. So I'm just gonna search for the ships next. So yeah, this is good enough. let's get the labels in the image. So,
what are you normally looking for when you want to play around with hardware like this?
so I'm still kind of new at this, but what I would have liked to see was a 4-pin UART connector, and we have 4-pin at one place, so we might just measure and see what those are. But we also have the bigger connectors, and I haven't used any of those yet, and I don't have probably tools to do it. Maybe I will. But now we're just exploring and seeing if we can see if any of these ships are like the... I'm kind of assuming one of these will be memory. Well, we can search for this one at once, right? Let's just... Firefox. And we did our search for that, so I'm just gonna move this out of the way enough to be able to type that. So... right. So, this is low noise fixed output voltage. It seems. Let's see. Let's hop this back in here. Though these are not exactly the same. So ours says 25p. I'll do that instead. Yeah. So let's cut this bit out. And there's nothing on that. So, if we do 25. This doesn't have to be it, but let's look at something. We could also put like the package. So these are not the right thing. Well, here it is. So we could see if these are ground. Then we can check what voltages there are. Why not start measuring some stuff? This is not communication. It's not interesting like that. But it's still interesting to like just check stuff out. That's at least what I think. So let's just move that out of the way a little bit. Well, actually, we want to be able to see. So we can also learn something about the placement here, right? So, what's this one, right? Yeah, it's this one. So it's which things should I use? These thin little connectors on there. Like that maybe. I should get one of those cool things that you can put on the stream, right? So, let's find something that's, let's beep it instead. So now when I touch these, we have a beep. So if we touch this and this, they're grounded. Not that. but maybe this. So we could also check these here. So then we know that this one is ground too. Oh, you can't see. It's one of the pins of the 4 connector. Let's remove the microscope for a sec so you can see. So it's just over here. Yeah, you can see the ring even there. They're attached. I need to get a good camera here, right? Need to get something better. No, it's too dark. So anyway, we know that one of these pins is ground, and that's good. We could take the opportunity to do other stuff, but what I was going to check was these pins, right? So we need the microscope now because I can't see a thing. So there. All of this side is ground. So not just 3 of them. No, all of them are. So if we look at this here, they're all supposed to be ground on the side, right? And then we'll have a V in and V out. So let's check what those are. Though we'll have to turn it on then, which is just a click. So I just have the on here. And we can see if we compare to ground here. And we turn this over to voltage. We should be able to see what the in and the out of this one is. Oh. So 2.5 on the out. So this converts it to 2.5 volts from 3.3. So 3.3 to 2.5 volts. And this one is called EN. And this is BP. And I don't know that, but we have the information about it here. So I'm turning it off quickly there. So I want to put my face in the middle of it. Why the color though? Let's just put this link and let's hope that it's still there, right? So low noise. Can we copy this text? No. It's an image. Here. So it is a link, and I don't want a link, I think. So I just opened Notepad and did backs. So now we can paste it here. And we can see that let's actually take this image too, right? Here. So I'm gonna F4 now because we can just get a little image out of this. There. And let's put it like
Here's an
here.
article where these routers are customized with sensors to report on forest fires. Web
Ah,
link.
cool. Yeah, so for now, I don't want to like know anything too much. Do you know what I mean? So I don't want to just write yet, but I will save the link.
Yep, got
So I don't want to Google on it and get everything spoiled, all the fun finding things out. So let's see more. I'm just curious about this ship now. Those are the pins, right? So here we have. Yeah, so I don't like the color of this. It's hard to see. Here we have EN and BP. Okay, so let's typical application circuit. Yeah, right. So this is not the internals. Here is the internal bit of it. So let's grab this one too. So F4, and it's not very visible though. One thing, let's just try turning off dark mode. Yeah, I thought so.
Have you got a dark mode reader thing making the colors like that?
Yeah, I had. Same thought.
There we go.
So though we don't want to have the mouse pointer in the middle of it. So F4 for starting ShareX. And let's just grab this. I could do this on the when I take photos of the output too, but it's kind of nice to have more control of exactly when I take the image, right? So let's delete this one too. Yeah, I think I will put these afterwards instead. And let's also put the first one. So it's I don't like it when we can't see them good, you know, but it's live. So F4 like somewhere there. Checking time, 1.5 hours left. Kids meeting. So there we have some information about this one. We didn't look up the processor because, of course, it'll be much more complicated. But we can see here too a few of those connectors. Now when we can actually read this better, I'll just scroll that a tiny bit. So I think I'm done with this one, so not to bore people too, right? Oh yeah. So let's put this one here. We can close this one. This is the next box we're doing. When my brain works better. But I think my headache is almost gone now. So. Yeah, so this was interesting with the Excel too.
Thanks for the alert, Mr. Crumbs.
Thank you for lurking. And thank you for being here, and thank you for the tip. So let's go for the next one, right? So we have more stuff to look at. So that was this tiny ship. It's off. Should we take the opportunity to measure some stuff? Maybe when we have the multimeter here, let's measure these, right? So we do have several points where we have ground. So we can just measure stuff. If I can find the leads. So we're still on voltage. So let's just see what is this thing. So probably also ground, right? Yeah, like then it's not like I have a ground here. So we're not beeping now, but this is the one that was ground before. So well, let's turn it on. That could help. So here we have 3.3 volts. That's not a lot, and that's not a lot. So at least we have ground and power, it looks like. So of course I'm interested if this is a UART or serial. But I'm not gonna cheat, right? So we can measure a lot of other stuff in here too. And we know that this one is old, but it's not like it's mega ancient, right? So I'm thinking these chips here might be the same.
When you turned it on, you now have a yellow ring on your camera lens.
Yellow ring? Look, right. I just noticed something. The microscope has shafts, does it?
It's very light, EDK if it's messing it up.
There, we had double. Let's see now.
That one.
Oh, this is the shadow of the thing, I think. Just a sec. I'm just gonna detangle my cameras. So this one and this one have those, and then we have desk and the microscope source included in these. Also have a tiny camera of me, which is not anything I want. So this thing is dash microscope. So microscope FS, and this one should have microscope, but dash microscope dash should not have it. So let's find it. So I've been using this one to get a fuller screen before. That's why.
I just didn't know if your camera was messing up. Sorry.
Oh, no problem. I don't know exactly what you meant, but now it's fixed. The problem I had with the tiny one there. You have several me on the screen. That's odd. So I don't remember what it was, but I was filming something only using the one that is not actually supposed to use for that. So 0 here, and let's check these others, because I'm kind of suspecting that this might be the same. Those over here, these might be the same. If we were to put it to beep instead. Yeah, so we have the same 3 of the same power converter there. So let's measure these two. I'm sorry for being in the way of everything. So this leg. So now we have 5. What? 5, 5? And these, and this one, 11. Yeah, we'll have to read these. So this is probably a different ship. But something similar. Because we have 12 volts and 5 volts. And on this one, can I even manage to reach it? If we do this. 12 to probably so we'll have to read what these ships are and how they work, because I'm curious. Then we have this other ship here that I'm also very curious about stuff on. So, but I'm a bit more careful with these pins. So traffic on here. What was this? 3.35. 5. So I'm just curious, is it me moving or is it actually changing the value, you know? Oopsie. And it's still the same. Yeah, so my headache is not gone. So we're doing this now because I'm too tired to do something complicated. So I'm not going to advanced here. Right, I was assuming beep and I didn't. So, because I was assuming that so that's ground. And then what about this one? So I'm just touching the same spot. And sometimes it beeps and sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, it's mostly beeping. So number 9 here. No, it's not. I feel like I have a great connection. But this one was like more constant. So it's still on. So let's turn it back to measure some stuff here. So then I'm assuming this is something else. No? So there might be much more stuff if we just restart it. So we don't even know if this works really. We just assume since the lights are on. I'm curious now just about the process around it. So, and this is the way. So, let's not short everything with screwdrivers. Well, it's kind of the board not to have anything here, so we can microscope there. So, we'd have to have something quicker to check if this is 25 megahertz. For this thing, it would be like, yeah, so where on earth do I put this? Yeah, maybe like that. We can see. So, now we can. Well, I know this is brown, so. Let's look at something else. Yeah, let's actually look at the text. Alright. Let's first check out the ones I think are also our power regulators. So, and if I block the light, we'll probably be able to read. Maybe even without moving the. Yeah, I think I can. Like block the light. Ah. My goodness. How complicated should it be? This. Just reach the print screen. I'm gonna cheat by changing the angle. So, not a very complex thing to look at, but I want to take it easy and relaxed, right? So, this is a bit rotated. So, so annoying. Let's actually full screen it because. And I'm trying to move my keyboard when I want to move this. Sorry for the delays. Sorry for the delays. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. So let's just top this over to this. And yeah, we don't want a big image. This is good enough. Oh gosh. Instead of Control C, I did Control S. Then you know you're not in top shape. So let's assume Um, 150933. I can type here, right? 1509 dash 33 08 01 CL. And then Control A everything. That's not smart. So diodes. Yeah, DC-DC. So we saw on this when we measured that it had 12 volts and 5 volts, I think. So buck DC-DC. And that's actually the right numbers. And it looks the right way. Oh gosh. Obviously we are in the wrong language though. It didn't ask to translate. Earlier today I was actually searching for accounts on my mails, and it sent me to a Russian page, and it just asked to translate. I don't know that language. Was it Italian? I don't know. So normal temperature. Yeah, we're in Alibaba, so maybe not the best place. So compare the other numbers to ours. Cannot be shipped to your location. Yeah, so we know what it is, right? And I saw the pins. Where did I have the best text to copy? It was the one I could read. So I still have everything on my desk, you know. Let's just cut that bit off. Well, let's not. It can be there. This is a text in case we ever need it. So we know what IC it is. We don't know exactly what pins are, but I noticed there was still ground on one side. Linksys. Yeah. So that's a bit interesting, but they have the same image that we do. Only theirs prettier. They have a prettier image. I need to go check on my kids. I'm cleaning out stuff. That's why I found this one, and I've got lots of other stuff here too. Let's continue. So it's just I'm actually going to this image. I'm gonna save this and the link I got before. Linksys, right? Wasn't it Linksys? My memory's all up. Here it is. Linksys. Ancient thingies. So let's put this one in here because later I will wanna. And I thought let's check one more. If because I really wanna specs more, but whatever. And this is the one I got the image for, or the name from. So, which seemed very logical. Yeah, I know, you're still on. I saw it as a math problem. Yeah, so this is that link. So let's do that. So we're ready for new information. So let's see if the other one is the same. I don't think it is because it had different outputs. So if we go just up a little bit here. Yeah, so my actual cables were in the way there. There. So it is 150950 instead of 150930. So I think we can kind of be sure it's very similar, right? Yeah, but let's take an image. Why not, right? Print screen. And let's just put it in here. And this time, I guess we go over here. Alright. Yeah, so I'm gonna redo that screenshot with a little... No, we can go microscope and then lock it a bit. Print screen. So let's just paste that again. And hop over to this. So I'm not aiming for perfect images. I'm just aiming for good enough, right? There. It took so long time. I was like, what? What happened? So this one is 15. No, 950. And if we search for 15 and 950, we get the maths. So I didn't open this last time. Oh, sure, okay. Diodes.com. We'll open this. Yeah, so let's go back to the last one because that looks very neat, nice. So let's go back to 33 and open this here too. Yeah, it's the same, of course, because it's not. So here we have very nice image. We can see all the grounds, and as I noticed when I measured, these are the pins that are in and out on these, and it was 12 volts and whatever it was, 5. And we could probably, yeah, output 3.35, 12. So I'm thinking we had one 3.3 and one 5, or we had 2 5s, I think. But wouldn't this be 3.3? Yeah, 2.5. And Fixed type circuits. Yeah, it depends on the circuits. I'm curious about the versions now. Adjustable output version. Adjustable version output voltage. Voltage mode. Let's do a screenshot of this thing. From like there. And I'm gonna close that, and let's add that link in there too. And link. Let's copy link there. So, ouch! It's just sharp, the multimeter edge. So we didn't even search for this yet, but let's continue exploring the outside of it here. So this is the next thing, and then we have. Am I blind? There. Is there anything else I can see? Yeah, of course we have these, right? So, and these, no, we didn't take a photo of that one. I guess we'll have to turn the board around for that. I do think we had a kind of good view for it though, so we could. It doesn't fit really. There. I'm very curious what everything is in detail, so. But my meeting is in less than an hour now. So print screen with a light on this time. And let's just put it here. This one is too big too. What did I do last time? 400? Yeah. So I'm thinking having this on the desk makes it hard to type, and stuff. And I don't know if we can find anything more about those pens. But we can try. So will something happen when we started with these pins, right? There's also another one here. What is SW2? So I might Google on it too before this hour is up, because I'm tired. Right? Yeah, I guess I'll do the black one here. And put this one so you can see. And well, let's move the microscope out of the way so the thing can focus. This is not that important to see. So, we also have a different, tinier microscope. Whatever. Good enough. Good enough, right? So if we look again here at this one. So that one is ground, right? And this one is like 3. But these are like dead. So it is not communicating with these, at least. That's what you meant with the orange, right? So here we have 3.3 volts. And I'm actually gonna beep that with I can't see the darn pin. So it is not directly connected to this. By the way, let's take the opportunity to test these again, because I don't remember the voltages. So now I'm all turned around. So you can still see the measurement, right? So I had such a much better position before. I don't know why I did this. That's 12 volts, and then we have the output is 5. And for the other one, oh gosh. Yeah, I think I was poking underneath before. So this is really hard. Let's switch hands. So and 3.3. Yeah, so I was right. Here we have 5 volts and 3.3 volts. And this one goes to from 3.3 to 2.5. So 5, 3.3, and 2.5 volts from those 3. that's nice to know. Maybe we should like take an image of the full thing, right? And I'm moving the microscope this way when I just could have done this, right? So this is a bad image. I don't know how we make this as good as possible. Probably lifting it up, right? And putting the light on less. And this is now all disconnected. So and my face should be like that in the screenshot, right? There. It's a horrible image. I'm going to get rid of this because yeah, I'm not in top shape.
Candy Tongue
Really.
says,
Hey guys.
Hello. Hello, Panda. How are you? I feel sick, really. Like, literally. So I have a meeting in a bit, but it's an hour, so we'll have time to do some stuff more. Hope you're great, Panda. So let's put this full screen image.
Doing well. How are you?
Yeah, except for feeling sick. I've got a headache and stuff. So I'm like, let's not do something complicated. Let's do some relaxed, just looking at, starting to explore this trash heap I found here.
Feeling
in
sick?
the other room.
Again?
Yeah. So I don't know when I had a headache last. It was a long time ago. So it's like a cough thing. It's like normal for me since I've got allergies, right? But a headache, I don't know when I had it. So, there's 2.2 volts. Should we type this on the image? What do you think? Is this stupid? Nah, we could make a little arrow. So there, and then we have here. And then we have, or rather, let's undo that. This. And this. And then we just type with text. Yeah, I couldn't even find the text thingy. So, 2.5 volts. Oh, that's tiny. Uh, 3.3 volts. And then we have 5.0 volts. We've been measuring this. There. So, no data communication yet, because we haven't found any good spots. We have lots of pins here, and we have pins over here, and these pins, this is ground. Oh, let's put these in here too, I guess. And this one is also 3.3 volts. And this is also ground. which is kind of obvious, but still a easy measuring point, right? So we can keep it. So let's put it in the notes. Yeah, let's make it. How big is 600? I don't have the board anymore, so what else did I know there was another spot that I had ground on. Oh yeah, it's these two. But let's skip that. That's good enough. So now we can start doing a bit research on these. So I'm thinking, no, I want an image of this with all the spots around it too. The problem is I will have to move this while doing it. So up, more up. Let's take an almost straight image here. So I want all the spots around it. There we have, and there's one there. We need more up. More up. So, and we also want the light to be like moved away a bit, right? Let's focus. There. And let's just move the board a bit. So I would prefer all the text to be in there. So it's still not far up enough. Well, what if we turn it? We can rotate an image, right? That's better. And this is also the direction of the text. So what if we increase the light on this now? Is it better? So getting my keyboard back. Nah, we want the as good as possible image. It is a bit rotated, whatever, I don't care. I'm just thinking it will take more space then. So, is it H1, 2, 3? My god, I can't read it. That's like the whole purpose, right? Just when I was changing the angle there slightly and moving my hand, I kind of missed it.
Hand to Tom.
Redeems third hand.
Oh yeah. I should really be holding this thing with the third hand. There. So, now we can use only less hands. Hands free. So, come on now. Let me be able to read this. So, I want a good camera. Someone sent me a message again about do you want this or not? Kinda. I haven't read it yet, but I'm assuming that's what they'll say. So there we can see the text. So I'm angling it. It's to get the not the reflection. And we can also see the frequency now even. There. So, might as well make it straighter when I can. Now I think we can read all of the text. So, let go the extra hand. Getting my keyboard back. So, that's where this is now. I'm thinking like maybe I shouldn't have been streaming now, but whatever, you know? I did do it. Right, we want this now. So let's paste, and this time we can read the text as we couldn't on this because it's too shiny. So something like that. Didn't turn it off when I put it in the drawer even. That's just the multimeter complaining. So do we want the clock? Nah. Something like that is good enough. And oh, do you like the faded purple something? And this. And I think this direction is good. So now I'm very curious. What are these? Are these the actual legs? Because of course we need to put the microscope back on just when So it's not like we can access those pins, right? And I haven't even searched on it yet. So I might just do something like this instead of searching. We'll see. So this image was actually well, we can keep that one too because I want this one to be rotated. And I want it to be zoomed in. So it's time to search for this. So BCM 5 3 5 2 EKPBG. Oh, oh, oh. 32 megabytes RAM. We can still buy it. Datasheet. So these are not the same. Has anyone seen a datasheet for? No answers. Right. I tried to download or get something before I had to create an account and didn't. So they changed their page. Stuff doesn't work anymore. So I think I'm going to raid someone because I still have a headache. I was kind of hoping it would just go away. I was hoping for it to say bye-bye. So, we found an image of it. Oh, someone has been doing the same thing. We were taking photos, but of something else. So, well, now we're on the right one. So, this is the same images that we've been taking. Yeah, I said before we end stream I'm gonna look at this page, right? So, Linksys WRT54GL. So, I don't have to type it again. We can search for it. I think it will say expired product, but this is the Swedish computer shop. But it still have images and stuff. Maybe specifications too. Yeah, so I think it's like mostly gone. Is it outdated? Pretty outdated. There's... our most sold wireless router. Yeah.
VR Mechatronics says.
Hi VR.
Hey, how is going?
Yes, we finished the box Gatekeeper, and then we've been like pulling this thing apart and starting to look at it, taking it a bit easy because I got a headache. So now we're just googling it. The first time we've been taking lots of images on the board here and checking out a bit of how the power works. And we have these 4 pins here. There's also ground here and in here.
Why you look old, router?
Because I want to learn how to do it better. That's why. So, this is a Wikipedia page. Linksys is a subsidiary of Cisco from 2003 until acquired by Belkin 2013. Yeah, we can see it says Cisco on the labels too. Most of the series is one of the various. So this is what these.
Now there are routers with Snapdragon 3 and AI to control traffic.
Yeah, but this is for exploring electronics. I'm not gonna buy something expensive and pull it apart and mess with it and break it, right? This was in my trash pile that I had on like, get some components of this board thingy. So that's where I found this. It was in my trash. So ours has 5352 here. Okay, so 4 and 5. So it's not one of the oldest. So between version 4 and 6 here. Yeah. So it'll be interesting when we connect to it. This is 12 volts 1 amp that we just read on the board here. So 53, 52. So there might be some information also on the board about the version, right? I didn't even look. So where's my preview?
AI in routers is already the way to control the world.
I know everything is AI for you. So I turned off the lights too. There's a little sticker here that we didn't didn't take an image of. Is there anything else? Text. Get 17 here. So I don't see anything like version. Yeah, so I'm a bit curious about.
Potatops says, can you link the camera you are using for this again? D?
Yeah. Just a sec. I should get filled links, right?
Finally have the spare money to buy it. D.
Yeah. So this one is really good, and it's not that expensive. So I'm just gonna finish looking, because I noticed something else there. It said actually RX here. Right, so where is it? Here. So I should guess I should read all the things. Reading a million things. Yeah, so it's probably resistors that mean RX. And those were just not there. So, no new mega good discoveries. So then on the bottom we do have, I don't think there's any text. So we're currently looking for text.
VR
but if we find
Mechatronics
anything
says,
else,
I have good news. The university sent me a new curriculum for the year 2017 in market management anthropology to improve my English communication skills.
Okay. Great. So I'm gonna turn off my preview there and the lights again. So the microscope. So the microscope is now off. So I'm gonna have to prepare for the meeting. I have at 15 soon, but I might be back after. But it depends if I've still got a headache. I thought, yeah. So either it's that I'm sick, that my kid, he had a headache for a few hours 2 days ago. But also, I did drink an energy drink 2 days ago. And that might be the reason for the headache, which is like, I shouldn't drink energy drinks. Why? Because I get a headache after 2 days or something.
Potato says, VR Mechatronics, I know it might sound silly, but using chat's voice function to help you improve conversation really helps too. You just prompted that you are trying to improve your vocal communication, so to have conversation on specific topics.
Yeah, so you're talking to the right person when you talk about AI there. So it's using AI a lot. So here, let's see.
VR Mechatronics says, so now I can write in English with AI to fix my grammar, haha, in browser.
Okay. Yeah, so what was I doing? Let's see here.
A mediocre dev says,
we didn't see anything about this.
Just
yeah,
here to do a little bit of alert.
the microscope.
Hope all is well with you all.
Yeah, hi, welcome in. So I will be stopping streaming soon, but I will be back in an hour or so probably. I will do something else. So we've been looking at this ancient Linksys router, and there's no obvious pins. If we had obvious pins, we can just try connecting to. We have these 4 very oddly placed pins, but I don't see any.
Oh yes, please link the camera. D.
Yeah. So I'm going to search for the camera now. That's why I opened a new tab. But we'll do this first, and let's see. There's like no one online, no one streaming right now.
Pandatong says,
I have a couple Pentium 4s in the back if you want something old to go with that router.
Should I go and get a bin of processor just living in a tiny box? Why? It's probably something like P-Force. Yeah, probably. I also have some discs, some hard drives. They're so shiny and nice. I thought about hanging them here or something. And they're different sizes, 3.5 inch and 2.5 inch drives, you know. So let's Amazon. And of course I have Swedish, right? Yeah. So I'm kind of sure I ordered it here, right? Like last year or before. Here. This is the one. So here you can see in Swedish it's currently unavailable, so we can't see the price either. But this is the one. So if you're looking for similar things, you can usually see on the images. So it came like this, but with this arm, you could like use this kind of range of height. And at once, I put it on this thing.
VR Mechatronics says,
so I have it on the arm, so
I
I
ordered a
can
new
use it.
heatsink cooler with RGB LEDs from my RTX 4090, and I wonder if there's an easy way to replace it.
Oh. Yes, I haven't seen one of those. So it all depends on what it looks like. So there's also a remote control. I can like flip the image upside down and stuff like that. But it's not really useful for anything. So that's not anything you need. And there's also, you could buy like other optics for it. And also you could get, this is 1080. So you can also get 4K ones. Which are more expensive, of course. What did I pay for this? I'm sure I can see it here. View your item. So I can't even see what I paid for it here. Oh, these are, by the way, broken already. February. Yeah. So, if we search for these, this kind of thing. So you can buy this kind of thing. Oh, they're similar. But if you look around, these look very similar, right? It's 1080p too. It has this edge here. So none of these flat ones, they look kind of funny, but I saw these two, like VGA. Really? Yeah, so it all depends on the search words. So mine, if you look at the back side of it, I did turn off that program too. I'm just turning it back on. So this is what it looks like on the back. A bit dusty though. So if I turn it on, we'll get a light here too. And then there's, well, yeah, I can see it a bit there. That's for the remote, of course. So if you move the cables out of the way, you can zoom apparently on this too. But if it looks like this on the back, then it's probably the same. And you just have a normal scroll hole here for just a normal camera thingy, right? And you can attach it to whatever. Yeah, and in this direction, let me pull my preview up so I can see what you see. Yeah, it's kind of tiny like this too, and it's good enough for me really. It's not unscrewing it instead of using this thing. So it works very well, and it's very much good enough for zooming and looking at stuff. So I was almost surprised how good it is. So let's look at this. So we can always look at the image here. This is not the same one. It says also 5 to 12 volts. That's quite a big diff there. But if you look around on your Amazon, it might exist something that looks more the same. Let's just do digital microscope. Oh my, I did it on the wrong place.
Potatops says, thank you, summer crazy prices. D.
You found something? You have C mount. You can always do C mount too. We already have HDMI in there. Megapixels, we don't care. Microscope's already in there. Can't we get some more stuff? So this is probably one of those where you only have the part, or what? Do you get all of this for this price? Yeah, it's the one with the buttons too. So this one is $1,600. Mine was like 1,600 Swedish, I think. And this is with the light too.
Yes, I found one. I will buy it through company I work in so I don't pay VAT. Saves 23% or so.
Cool, great. Yeah, good luck and hope you get a good one. Oh, by the way, yeah, this is not either. All of them have the arrows thingy. Yeah. So great. Good luck with it. I hope you get a good one that works well. Oh, by the way, there was one with the arm, right? So I have this flexible arm to have it on instead of the tiny screwy thingy. So it shakes a bit sometimes, but it's worth it. Yeah, so it's just 15 minutes, so I need to prepare for the meeting. Who we gonna raid? It's like almost no one online that I even follow, even if it's not on purpose. I know who we're gonna do. So I might be online in a bit again, probably. We'll see. It depends on my kids if they wanna. Yesterday they wanted to play games. So I'm just gonna make sure I spell this right, or we will end up in nowhere. So raid keybind and underscore, and then 1 instead of the I. So thank you very much for being here, and it was a very odd stream, and I'm sorry about being slow with my headache and everything. And so, yeah, I'll continue in a bit, probably. So you're very welcome back.
Thanks for streaming. Take care and have a good day. VR Mechatronics
Yeah, you
says,
too, you too.
Potatoes buy with US Delaware address then don't have to.
What? US Delaware address. Oh, so have a great day, everybody. If we don't see each other again, I will have my kids meeting and have to like prepare teams and stuff. And we'll see how long the meeting is. Yeah, I'll push the button. Bye bye bye. Have a great day.